Section 2 of Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan by Toru Dutt. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This section has been read by Roslyn Carlyle. Savitri, Part 2. Great joy in Madra, blow the shell, the marriage over to declare. And now to forest shades where dwell the hermits wend the wedded pair. The doors of every house are hung with gay festoons of leaves and flowers, and blazing banners broad are flung, and trumpets blown from castle towers. Slow the procession makes its ground along the crowded city street, and blessings in a storm of sound at every step the couple greet. Past all the houses, past the wall, past gardens gay and hedgerows trim, past fields where sinuous brooklets small, with molten silver to the brim, glance in the sun's expiring light, past frowning hills, past pastures wild, at last arises on the sight. Foliage on foliage densely piled, the woods primeval where reside the holy hermits. Henceforth here must live the fair and gentle bride. But this thought brought with it no fear. Fear! Will her husband buy her still? Or weariness, where all was new? Hark! What a welcome from the hill! There gathered are a hermit's few. Screaming the peacocks upward soar, wondering the timid wild deer gaze, and from Briarean fig trees hoar. Look down the monkeys in amaze as the procession moves along. And now, behold, the bridegroom's sire with joy comes forth amid the throng. What reverence his looks inspire! Blind, with his partner by his side, for them it was a hallowed time. Warmly they greet the modest bride, with her dark eyes and front sublime. One only grief they feel. Shall she, who dwelt in palace halls before, dwell in their huts beneath the tree? Would not their hard life press her sore, the manual labour, and the want of comforts that her rank became? Valkala robes, meals poor and scant, all undermine the fragile frame. To see the bride the hermits' wives and daughters gathered to the huts, women of pure and saintly lives, and there beneath the betel nuts, tall trees like pillars, they admire her beauty, and congratulate the parents that their heart's desire had thus accorded been by fate, and Satyavan their son had found in exile lone a fitting mate. And gossips add, good signs abound, prosperity shall on her wait. Good signs in features, limbs, and eyes, that old experience can discern, good signs on earth and in the skies, that it could read at every turn. And now with rice and gold all bless the bride and bridegroom, and they go, happy in others' happiness, each to her home beneath the glow of the late risen moon that lines with silver all the ghost-like trees, Sal's tamarisks and South Sea pines, and palms whose plumes wave in the breeze. False was the fear the parents felt. Savitri liked her new life much. Though in a lowly home she dwelt, her conduct as a wife was such as to illumine all the place. She sickened not, nor sighed, nor pined, but with simplicity and grace discharged each household duty kind, strong in all manual work, and strong to comfort, cherish, help, and pray. The hours passed peacefully along, and rippling bright, day followed day. At morn Satyavan to the wood early repaired, and gathered flowers and fruits in its wild solitude fuel, till advancing hours apprised him that his frugal meal awaited him. Ah, happy time! Savitri, who with fervid zeal had said her orisons sublime, and fed the Brahmins and the birds, now ministered Arcadian love, with tender smiles and honeyed words. All bliss of earth thou art above. And yet there was a spectre grim, a skeleton in Savitri's heart, looming in shadow somewhat dim, but which would never thence depart. It was that fatal, fatal speech of Narad Muni. As the days slipped smoothly past, each after each, in private she more fervent prays, but there is none to share her fears, for how could she communicate the sad cause of her bidden tears? The doom approached, the fatal date. No help from man, well, be it so. No sympathy, it matters not. God can avert the heavy blow. He answers worship. Thus she thought. And so her prayers by day and night like incense rose unto the throne, nor did she vow neglect, or write the Vils enjoin, or helpful own, upon the 14th of the moon, as nearer came the time of dread, in Joysti, that is, May or June, she vowed her vows, and Brahmins fed. And now she counted e'en the hours, as to eternity they passed. O'er the head the dark cloud darker lowers. The year is rounding full at last. To day, with doleful sound the words seemed in her ear to ring. O breaking heart, thy pain profound! Thy husband knows not, nor the king, exiled and blind, nor yet the queen. But one knows in his place above. To day it will be seen which shall be the victor, death or love. Incessant in her prayers from morn, the noon is safely tided. Then a gleam of faint, faint hope is born. But the heart fluttered like a wren that sees the shadow of the hawk sail on, and trembles in affright, lest a down-rushing swoop should mock its fortune and o'erwhelm it quite. The afternoon has come and gone, and brought no change. Should she rejoice? The gentle evening's shades come on, when hark! She hears her husband's voice. The twilight is most beautiful. Mother, to gather fruit I go, and fuel, for the air is cool. Expect me in an hour or so. The night, my child, draws on apace. The mother's voice was heard to say, the forest paths are hard to trace in darkness, till the morrow stay. Not hard for me, who can discern the forest paths in any hour. Blindfold I could with ease return, and day has not yet lost its power. He goes then, thought Savitri. Thus with unseen bands fate draws us on unto the place appointed us. We feel no outward force, and on we go to marriage or to death, at a determined time and place. We are her playthings, with her breath she blows us where she lists in space. What is my duty? It is clear. My husband I must follow. So, while he collects his forest gear, let me permission get to go. His sire she seeks, the blind old king, and asks from him permission straight. My daughter, night with ebon wing hovers above, the hour is late. My son is active, brave and strong, conversant with the woods. He knows each path. Methinks it would be wrong for thee to venture where he goes, weak and defenceless as thou art. At such a time, if thou wert near, thou might embarrass him, dear heart. Alone he would not have to fear. So spake the hermit monarch blind. His wife too, entering in, expressed the selfsame thoughts in words as kind, and begged Savitri hard to rest. Thy recent fasts and vigils, child, make thee unfit to undertake this journey to the forest wild. But nothing could her purpose shake. She urged the nature of her vows, required her now the rites were done, to follow where her loving spouse might e'en a chance of danger run. Go then, my child, we give thee leave, but with thy husband quick return, before the flickering shades of eve deepen to night and planets burn, and forest paths become obscure, lit only by their doubtful rays. The gods who guard all women pure bless thee, and keep thee in thy ways, and safely bring thee and thy lord. On this she left and swiftly ran, where with his saw in lieu of sword and basket plodded Satyavan. Oh, lovely are the woods at dawn, and lovely in the sultry noon, but loveliest when the sun withdrawn, the twilight and a crescent moon change all asperities of shape, and tone all colours softly down with a blue veil of silvered crape. Lo, by that hill which palm trees crown, down the deep glade with perfume rife, from buds that to the dews expand, the husband and the faithful wife. Past the dense jungle, hand in hand, Satyavan bears beside the saw a forked stick to pluck the fruit, his wife the basket lined with straw. He talks, but she is almost mute, and very pale. The minutes pass. The basket has no further space. Now on the fruits they flowers mass, that with their red flush all place, while twilight lingers. Then for wood he saws the branches of the trees. The noise heard in solitude grates on its soft, low harmonies. And all the while one dreadful thought haunted Savitri's anxious mind, which would have fain its stress forgot. It came as chainless as the wind. Oft and again, thus on the spot marked with his heart blood, oft comes back the murdered man to see the clot. Death's final blow, the fatal rack of every hope. Whence will it fall? For fall, by Narad's word, it must, persistent rising to appall. This thought its horrid presence thrust. Sudden the noise is hushed, a pause. Satyavan lets the weapon drop. Too well Savitri knows the cause. He feels not well, the work must stop. A pain is in his head, a pain, as if he felt the cobra's fangs. He tries to look around, in vain. A mist before his vision hangs. The trees whirl dizzily around, in a fantastic fashion wild. His throat and chest seem iron bound. He staggers like a sleepy child. My head, my head! Savitri dear, this pain is frightful. Let me lie here on the turf. Her voice was clear, and very calm was her reply, as if her heart had banished fear. Lean, love, thy head upon my breast. And as she helped him, added, Here, so shalt thou better breathe and rest. Ah me, this pain, 'tis getting dark, I see no more. Can this be death? What means this, God? Savitri, mark! My hands wax cold, and fails my breath. It may be but a swoon. Ah, no, arrows are piercing through my heart. Farewell, my love, for I must go, for this is death. He gave one start, and then lay quiet on her lap, insensible to sight and sound, breathing his last. The branches flap, and fireflies glimmer all around. His head upon her breast, his frame part on her lap, part on the ground. Thus lies he. Hours pass. Still the same. The pair look statues, magic bound. Section 2.